Okay, so I go ahead and take it off. Yep, I can go ahead and take it if I go ahead and... But, yep, I am definitely invisible now. What's up, agents? Zero here, welcome back to another Minecraft ad showcase, and today we're actually going to be taking a look at a couple of different add-ons at the same time. One add-on we're going to be showcasing in full, the other add-on we're just going to briefly describe because it's more of a resource pack more than anything. But today I'm actually going to be showcasing, first off, this is going to be the Magic Spyglass add-on, and the second add-on that I technically have installed, which I just said is technically more of a resource pack more than anything, is because you install as a resource pack, is the screenshot add-on. Now I'm going to go ahead and briefly explain the screenshot add-on. So recently in 1.2.6 they released the ability to share posts to your realms basically through community, and you have a screenshot button available to you. And well, if I pause the menu, take a look, I've got a take screenshot button right here. I'm not going to use that right now. I'm going to use that a little bit later. But basically, this is an actual resource pack. I'm going to go ahead and go into my main settings menu to go ahead and show you exactly what I mean. So I already have, if you see right here, I have the take screenshot button already enabled as my global resources. This technically replaces, as far as I know, this replaces the tutorial screen, the how to play button. So yeah, it's taking up a button that was already there. That was actually something I saw recently. I'm going to be having that from here on out. You guys aren't really going to notice. It's just going to be in the background. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this other add-on that I mentioned. This is the Magic Spyglass add-on. Now, here's the way this works. If you guys know what an X-ray resource pack does, basically it does that, but in the form of a behavior pack, which is actually relatively cool and really secure, because if you have an X-ray resource pack installed, then you can go onto pretty much any server and use it, and you'll be able to find a whole bunch of different stuff. However, this actually requires a behavior pack, so you won't be able to use it on servers. It's actually kind of cool. Now, there are 3 different ways that you can go ahead and get this spyglass. You can either go and give yourself this command and it'll give you a spyglass. You can get it through fishing, or you can get it as loot from dungeons. So let me go and spawn this through here just because I can. Now this, if we go back inside of the command block, it actually says yellow flower. The first one is the amount that it gives, and the second one is actually the data value. So it's a data value of 1. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense because it's 1 and 1, but just trust me, it's the second one that's the data value. I understand these things pretty well. So here's how this add-on works. So as you can tell, I don't have anything in my hand right now, and if I walk up to pretty much any surface, as you can tell, absolutely nothing happens. However, if I have this spyglass in my hand and I walk up to a surface, take a look at this. I can now see through pretty much anything I want. Isn't that cool? This works just pretty much everywhere, and as I already mentioned, this actually requires the use of a behavior pack in order to be able to use, which is actually really cool. Now, the only downside to this is that you will not be able to find any ores. You see, as you can see, you see straight down to the bottom, you do not see any ores whatsoever. However, if I find actually a relatively decent place, which I haven't really... Okay, so I found an okay place right here. So if we go ahead and look down there, there's actually a cave section down there. Now, as far as what's down there, you won't be able to tell, strictly because you... well, first off, it's going to be dark, and second, you see through pretty much every block inside of the game regardless. You see through every block. It doesn't matter what type of block it is, you will still see completely through it, which I think is actually a great way to prevent people from cheating on servers, although there are probably going to be people who are going to find other ways around it anyway, but this actually requires a legitimate behavior pack in order to be able to use it. And I see over there in the distance a couple of white pockets. What on earth are those? I'm actually kind of curious as to what these are that I just saw, but I have no real easy way of being able to get to them. Were these just simply... I think what I saw was just simply water. Now that I'm looking at it, so it might just be what I saw. That's probably what I did end up seeing. But that is actually something that I thought was actually kind of cool. So that's the Spyglass add-on. Now let's take a look at this screenshot button add-on. Now, as I mentioned, this was technically added specifically into Realms as of 1.2.6. However, okay, that is actually kind of interesting. I did not realize that would make me invisible. Okay, so I go ahead and take it off. Yep, I can go ahead and take it if I go ahead and put... Yep, I am definitely invisible now. Okay, that is actually really, really weird. I was gonna get myself a screenshot of me holding this, a spyglass in my hand, but unfortunately I don't think that's actually gonna end up happening. That's actually kind of weird. Hold on, I think something I might be able to do is actually build myself a wall with an item frame on it. It's probably the only way I'm going to be able to get a screenshot with this spyglass, which is a bit of a bummer. That's the only way I can do. I really didn't expect this thing to actually give me an invisibility effect, but you know what, that's kind of whatever. So if I go ahead and turn around, actually let me go ahead and build this wall up by at least one more, because why the heck not. Let's go ahead and stand in front of, or at least next to this spyglass. So I have not actually tested out this take screenshot button as of yet, but in order to use it, you are going to have a screenshot folder inside your Minecraft world save. So if I go ahead and press this button right now, okay, so this is what it does. Now this is the exact same thing that it does whenever you are on Realms. It basically, you have this button right here that lets you type in pretty much whatever you want. This is basically what you're doing. And if you click on this share button right here, this will actually basically end up sharing your post to the Realm community that you were just at. And that's basically how that ends up working. Now, I don't actually know whether or not you actually are required to make an actual post in order to save the screenshot. I'm gonna have to actually look that up. I'll have to look through my Android's file explorer to see if I actually took the screenshot. I've actually ended up saving. I'll probably have some on-screen text saying whether or not it actually worked without making a post. But yeah, that is actually a really cool thing. I'm gonna have this particular add-on turned on in the background from here now, because this is actually something that is quite useful, because I go through a little, for some people that end up making content, and getting the screenshots can be a little bit tricky. I know on Windows 10 you have to press a certain button and then paste it onto a Paint document, which is a lengthy process and a bit of an annoying process, but this makes it a whole heck of a lot easier. And I'm pretty sure on iOS you can probably just search through the items, your pictures, I mean, to find the one you want, and then you can post it to wherever you want. And this just, in my opinion, makes things a whole heck of a lot easier to actually go ahead and do. But other than that, that's actually gonna have to do it for this video. I just cannot get over the fact that this thing actually legitimately makes you invisible. That is really weird. I'm a bit bummed that I wouldn't be able to get a screenshot with it in my hand, but you know, whatever. But yeah, this is more and I'm ending things off. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. One more, make sure that subscribe button for future content. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at AgentCP0 to stay updated. This has been Zero Studios. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.